Hello, welcome my friends to the better long-haired Eurofan. Yeah, that's me. For today's episode, I'm going to review the British entry for Eurovision 2022, which will be represented by singer Sam Ryder with the song Spaceman. United Kingdom is looking to rise from the ashes. After the party with fireworks brought to us by James Newman in the last contest did not cheer up enough. Poor man didn't get a single point, neither for the jury nor the televoting. With such a disastrous result not seen by the country since 2003, the British public broadcaster has changed its strategy not only to avoid the catastrophe from happening again, but to prove they take Eurovision Song Contest seriously as well like the rest of the European countries. Let's take a look at who is the British artist who will take the mission this year. Sam Ryder is a British singer, songwriter and social media personality. He had his beginnings in the world of music towards 2009, being a session player for the groups The Morning After, Blessed by a Broken Heart and Close Your Eyes are this group named seriously. And then later in 2016, he decided to pursue a career by himself. He even traveled to Nashville, the United States to record a studio album with a producer, but as no record label wanted to promote his album, it was never released. After that unsuccessful attempt to start a musical career, he moved to Hawaii with his partner to open a vegan cafe, maybe looking for a change of perspective. However, he will eventually shut down the cafe to give a second chance to a musical career, and this is when TikTok appears in the story. During the first lockdown in the United Kingdom due to the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020, he started to upload performances of song covers of renowned artists in the aforementioned app, going viral very quickly, to the point that started to gain attention from many superstars in the music industry, like Sia, Justin Bieber, Alicia Keys, and Elton John. By the end of the same year, he became the most followed British artist on the platform, becoming a musical phenomenon. With this achievement made, it was a matter of time to get him offered a record deal by any label. In fact, he had the opportunity to do it last year, releasing an EP that has been a huge success on the streaming music platforms, followed by an also successful tour by all the United Kingdom. Early this year, after the dance suffered in the last festival, the British public broadcaster decided to join forces with that music management agency, company in charge to manage the musical career of most of the current British artists like Dua Lipa, Ellie Goulding, and Lana Del Rey, in order to find the next artist that would represent the nation in touring. Here's when the name of Sam comes up, as the aforementioned management agency is also in charge of his musical career as well. After shuffling under possible names and songs in the agency, with both emergent and established artists, they took their decision last March. After the song was released in the United Kingdom by the end of February, his internal selection was finally announced in the early March with the release of the official music video. This is a very high entry, and I'd say it in many senses. Now here comes the respective analysis according to what he has presented in his official music video. Speaking about the melody, is a pop rock song with such British and songwriting style that is very distinguished. It is said in most of the British media that it's quite reminiscent to Elton John's work. What can I say about his voice? Just one word: amazing. It is absolutely noticeable the reason he has millions of followers and counting in his official TikTok account. He has such overwhelming vocal skills that will get your attention for sure. The lyrics portray a kind of almost childish storytelling of how would be his life if he was an astronaut in outer space. But at the same time, it makes a reflection in the fact that he's just a human and prefers to be with feet down to earth. There is an innocent and deep side at the same time. About the message, what he wants to transmit is quite important. In these times nowadays, while many wealthy people are spending a lot of money launching people to outer space, he does a very interesting question. Why do you want to go out there in outer space when everything that really matters is in front of your eyes? The answer isn't the meaning of the song. It's about to know to appreciate and cherish all the people and things you have around you, because after all, they are a good part of what defines you as a person in this short earthly existence we all have. Analyzing the official music video, the plot that is developed is quite curious and interesting. The first shots are focused to Sam attending a talk show in a television studio with audience. The host gives him a welcome to the show. Then the first question he does is what he was thinking when writing the song. Here's when the song starts performing the first verse. Everything just normal to this point. With the second verse, the couch where Sam is seated starts to lift up as the audience is watching with incredulity and not understanding what's happening. In the chorus, you can see him flying over London at sunset from his couch, while many people with different profiles and occupations watch him in the sky, in most of the cases forgetting what are they doing or ignoring what's happening around them, and even singing the song with him. This is eventually very related with the message of the song. Life is so short to worry too much about what happens in space or things and situations out of our reach. What is really important is what's happening around us, and that we should have our feet on earth. Towards the end of the music video, Sam comes back with the couch to the television studio, finishing his performance. Everything remains silent for a few seconds, with the host of the audience still looking incredulously, until the host breaks up the silence and tries to say, "You got to be kidding me." But the broadcast is cut in the middle of the phrase to show the credits and end the television program. Making a summary of the comments, the British entry for this year is an authentic pop anthem. In addition, being so charismatic, with a personality that projects honesty, closeness and modesty, that makes him more authentic. All this has made him achieve the status of big favorite with the contest, and also has achieved not only bring back host to the British audience in a very short time, but reconciling with the contest, as it has not happened in a very long time. Will he be capable of having the sixth victory for the United Kingdom after the poor results they have had in all these recent years? It could be a possibility, but it's better not to make conclusions yet. Talking about the staging in Turin, it has been revealed in the rehearsals that he's using huge metallic structures that will serve as wings of either side of him on stage, while he will be wearing a flamboyant astronaut suit with space motifs. And it is also said that he will perform a guitar solo in the last seconds of the song. Knowing these details beforehand, there is a lot of curiosity on how it's going to be his performance in the grand final, which is going to be fantastic for sure. And you, what do you think about the British entry for this year? Come on and write your comments down below. I'm sure the discussion is going to be really interesting. And this is it for today's episode. An important thing before I go, take some time to like, subscribe and enable notifications. And also look at me and my social media and give a follow. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.